It started again last month. The dream, the voice. I keep telling myself it's just stress, maybe sleep paralysis, but deep down, I know that's a lie. I know exactly what this is, and I know exactly where it's coming from. The dream always begins the same way. I'm standing in a long, dark hallway. The air's thick, heavy, and suffocating. Wooden floorboards groan beneath my feet. The wallpaper peels like rotting skin. At the end of the hallway, a single door stands slightly ajar. Ethan! It says my name, and it's waiting. I wake up, always at the same time. 3:12 a.m., my skin damp with sweat, my heart pounding in my ribs. But worst of all, I can still hear it. That's when my phone buzzes. The screen glows in the dark. Unknown number. I should let it ring. Every part of me screams not to answer, but I do. Ethan, come back. The call ends. I stare at the screen. No call history. No missed calls. Nothing. This isn't just a dream. It's never been just a dream. It's the house, and it still remembers me. The full moon looms overhead, barely illuminating the twisted, leafless trees surrounding the abandoned house. The house stands like a corpse, lifeless yet filled with something unseen. Windows cracked, wood rotting. The wind moans through its hollow frame. A rusted sign dangles from a single chain on the gate. Do not enter. The wind picks up. The sign creaks. From the darkness, 3 flashlight beams cut through the mist. Jason, nervous at 22. Lena, fearless at 21. And Mark, a 23-year-old skeptic, step onto the porch. The door swings open with a slow, eerie creak. The inside smells of mildew and dust. Cobwebs dangle like curtains. Their footsteps echo on the warped wooden floor. Welcome to the murder house, Mark smirks. Let's not call it that, Jason replies, tense. Lena walks ahead, fearless. The air's thick, heavy, as if the house itself is breathing. Come on, it's just a house. Lena grins. A loud thud echoes from upstairs. They freeze. What the hell was that? Jason whispers. Mark shines his flashlight toward the stairs, the beam trembling slightly. Dust particles dance in the air. Silence. Rats, probably, Mark shrugs. Lena moves toward the stairs. Or ghosts, she teases, starting to climb up. Jason hesitates but follows. Mark rolls his eyes but joins them. The hallway upstairs stretches longer than it should. The wallpaper's torn, revealing claw-like scratches beneath. A door at the end stands slightly ajar. A whisper slithers through the air. Faint, almost like a breath. Leave. Jason stops dead in his tracks. Did you hear that? He whispers. Lena smirks, stepping toward the door. You're letting the house get to you. She pushes the door open. The room is frozen in time. A dusty bed. A shattered mirror in the corner. A broken rocking chair that creaks, slowly, by itself. Mark nudges it. It stops. A diary sits on the nightstand, its pages yellowed. Lena picks it up. The first page reads, To whoever finds this, run. The door slams shut. Jason and Mark whirl around. The doorknob rattles violently, as if someone is on the other side trying to keep them in. The whisper returns louder and closer. You shouldn't be here. Suddenly, the mirror flickers. Their reflections stare back, but they're not moving in sync. Then Lena's reflection smiles, but she isn't smiling. Her reflection lifts its hand, and a rotting, blackened arm reaches out from the glass, grabbing her wrist. Lena screams. Jason rushes forward, grabbing her. The reflection's grip tightens, pulling her in. Her body begins to distort, half in the mirror, half in the room. Her eyes widen in sheer terror. Pull her back, Mark yells. Jason and Mark pull, but the mirror cracks, and Lena is yanked inside. The glass shatters. Silence. Jason and Mark stumble back, gasping. Lena's gone. Only her flashlight remains flickering on the floor. Then, a faint sound. The rocking chair creaks. Jason turns, his breathing ragged. A shadowy figure sits in the chair now, dark, twisted, staring at them. Then, from the walls, the whisper grows deafening. 1 down, 2 to go. The door bursts open. Jason and Mark run. They race down the stairs as the walls seem to close in. Shadows move, shifting unnaturally. The front door is gone. Only a wall stands in its place. Mark turns, screaming. Something drags him into the darkness. Jason is alone, gasping, trembling. Behind him, the whispers merge into a low, guttural voice. You should have left. A hand, cold, decayed, rests on his shoulder. His scream is the last thing we hear as the screen cuts to black.